Here with my brother Lenny Cooke. What's going on, brother?
What's happening, B? What's the word?
Trying to be like you.
You don't want to be like me, man. If I had your hand, I'd cut mine off, you heard?
For those who might not know who Lenny Cooke is, who is Lenny Cooke in your words?
Man, Lenny Cooke is, man, once a high school #1 player in the country, man. Born right here in the Lang City by the way of Emporia, Virginia to Brooklyn, New York, man. Just a dope person, dope father, dope friend, dope husband, whatever else you want me to be. You know what I'm saying? For those that always thought negative of me, man. Those back in the days, and this is a new me.
All right, so when did you realize that you was like different on the court and that you had like that star potential?
When I became the #1 player in the country, man, thanks to my brother Gary Irvin, man, he made sure that when I woke up after that game against Amari Stoudemire, that I was the #1 player in the country by telling me that, yo, nah, it ain't about getting 40. Let's go out there and get a triple double and win this championship.
All right, so who are some of the players or people around you that inspired you to play basketball?
Well, when I was coming up, man, like I said, I really wasn't into basketball, but once I got into the game with AAU and high school and all of that, man, I looked up to guys like no other than Allen Iverson. You know what I'm saying? Allen Iverson, Tracy McGrady, T Mac, um, T Mac, uh, that I mirrored my game around is those guys. Tim Thomas. Tim Thomas was a 6'10" guard. You know what I'm saying? So it was guys like that I looked up to. I mean, everybody loved Mike. You know what I'm saying? But basing my game growing up, it was around like T Mac, AI, those guys.
All right, so you did mention Amari Stoudemire. Like, in your words, how did it feel to be ranked above those guys at that time? Coming up.
It was just more so me, my ego got to me. You know what I'm saying? I got big headed, arrogant because coming from a small town of Atlantic City, which is only 48 blocks long, to moving to New York and becoming like ranked, not knowing what the rankings is about and all of that. So once I became like the #1 player in the country, my ego got to me, man, and I started doing the wrong things, hanging with wrong crowds just because people wanted to be around me. Um, and it got to me, but it humbled me later. You get what I'm saying? All my mistakes that I made, people used to try to push them on other people instead of pushing them on me because I was a kid at the time. You know what I'm saying? So once I was able to take accountability, look in the mirror and check myself, it humbled me later. You know what I mean? And that's what made me the better man that I am today.
All right, so question: what was your mindset when you was going through the circuit like that, and everybody's out there watching you?
Fuck everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm him. I'm him. And that's the way I carried it every game.
All right, so it's a good question. We remember at that legendary game when you played against LeBron.
That motherfucker hitting that goddamn shot at the end. No bullshit. Like I had a hell of a move, like which is legendary in high school basketball when I crossed him about 5, 6, 7 times and hit the shot. But the most memorable moment that I'll never forget, which changed the dynamics of my career as well as his career, was when he hit that game-winning shot. You know what I'm saying?
And when the NBA draft didn't go as planned, what was going through your mind that night?
Honestly, it was still partying. You know what I'm saying? I was devastated that my name didn't get called because you got to think like everybody's telling you, yo, you're gonna be this, you're gonna be this, this is your pick, blah blah blah, and those things don't come true. It's like shatters your dream, like shatters everything in you, bro. Like that's a moment that you looked for all your life playing the game of basketball. You know what I'm saying? And it was taken away from me. But like I said, it was due to my mistakes. You get what I'm saying? And it's just like a kid asking a parent for something for Christmas and it's not there. You get what I'm saying? That moment felt like that.
Yeah, just like you said about the failures. Do you feel like the system failed you, or do you feel like you take accountability for what you did?
I mean, I take full accountability, but I just feel like the system made an example out of me. You know what I'm saying? For the next generation to come. You know what I'm saying? And forever for real, because Um, to this day, like I'm still the only number one player in the country that never got drafted. You get what I'm saying? So they definitely made an example of me and uh, my image of wanting to be a professional athlete on the best level that there is. You get what I'm saying? And these kids need to understand that it can be here today and gone tomorrow.
I feel like a lot of kids do think like that. Like, do you have a message for the kids who are thinking like that?
Absolutely. And I tell it all the time to kids. Like just use me as an example of what not to do and you'll be successful.
This segment was brought to you by Pure Fuel. Pure Fuel hydration. Make sure you get your drinks. They in Giant. They in supermarkets now. You can find them in places like Wawa. Make sure you go get your drinks. And look, use the code word to pull up. Get a discount. Pure Fuel. Go get your drinks now. Use the code word to pull up and get a discount. All right? Let's go. All right, back with our second segment. After the fame, how hard was it for you to just to like real life after basketball? How hard was that?
So with me, man, like so for real, it went to like my car accident in California. I was in a bad car accident, you know what I'm saying, where they wanted to amputate my leg. I was in a wheelchair for almost 2.5 years. Um, and they were saying like I would never walk again, never play again, and all of that. So I came back home from Cali. This happened in Cali, and like I was embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? I was playing on a team. I was playing for Tiny Archibald. You know what I'm saying? And he had a 10-day contract for me for Portland. And right before that happened, that's when I got in that car accident. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like mentally gone. You get what I'm saying? And my daughter, I ended up meeting my daughter's mom. Um, and I was embarrassed because like as she got older, we would go to the stores and she would see like Sprite, uh, the Sprite, like stands where you can get your soda out of, and everywhere it was LeBron, and she was like, "Dad, you used to play against him. You used to play against him," and like that put me in a bad space, like for me because it was like I know I belong. You get what I'm saying? And I didn't want to show face. I didn't go to New York. I just stayed in Virginia in that small town. Um, Started drinking heavy, gained a lot of weight. Like I was embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? And mentally, I was gone, bro. Like I understand when these NBA players go broke and they just lose themselves. You know what I'm saying? And I just woke up one day and like, nah, fuck that. I gotta check myself. Like, so and honestly, it just happened a couple years ago. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? I was in a relationship and like I haven't even told this story to nobody. Be like, you the only one, you the first one with it. Like I was living in Cherry Hill with my ex, and she left me. And when she left me, I was homeless for like a year and a half. You know what I'm saying? I had my car. I still had my job. I ended up coming right back here to Atlantic City. Cherry Hill was only, y'all know where Cherry Hill at. Um, I still had my job, and I was just bouncing around from these casinos to casinos. If I can get a room, I'll get a room. If not, I'll sleep in my car. If not, I go to my man crib for a day. If not, you know what I mean? I made it work without people knowing that I was going through that situation. You get what I'm saying? And my brother Beat came home from prison. And when my brother Beat came home from prison, he was like, yo, all I want to do is go to New York to a basketball game. And once again, just so happened, Gary Irvin was playing at Gersh Park. And I was like, yo, we all out, bro. We going to Gersh tonight. You know what I'm saying? And By the grace of God, bro, that game that I took him to, I ended up meeting my wife that I have today, bro. And she just changed my whole dynamics of life. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just God's given. You know what I mean? And ever since then, bro, I just been happy, like moving. It was just the love that I got for real. When I went to Brooklyn to Gersh Park, everybody just went crazy when I walked in the park. Like, where the fuck you been? Like, you know what I'm saying? Uh, it was like seeing Tom Shepard. Like, you get what I'm saying? And from that day forward, I ain't looked back. I ain't looked back at all, and I ain't gonna look back. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, I was about to ask you, what does redemption look like for Lenny Cooke?
Everything, everything. You know what I'm saying? Because for the ones that doubted me when I didn't make it, to the ones that doubted me while I was going through all my hardships, to the ones that doubt me now, you can't stop me now. You can't. You know what I'm saying? Because I know God got me one, and I know everybody else that love me, that really care about me, they never turned their back on me. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't go for help.
Yeah. So going back, so what would you tell your 17-year-old self? What would you tell him? What would you say to him?
Smack the shit out that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but I would honestly, me personally, bro, if I can go back and talk to him again, yo, continue to be who you are, but do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's no days off, no matter what it is. It's a regular job. You can't take days off. You get points. Sports can't take days off because you got to stay busy. You know what I mean? Stay active. But like in all, it's just like yo, learn from your mistakes. For real. Like learn from your mistakes because you're gonna make mistakes at 16, 17, 18. I still make them now, but you're gonna make mistakes, man. But learn from them and just cherish the moment. Like you know what I'm saying? I didn't cherish the moment. I didn't take advantage of the game. I let the game take advantage of me.
All right. So yeah, you had people that wanted the best for you. You had people that did want the best for you. So like, what was the hardest part about that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like getting over what people want best interest in you or didn't want best interest in you.
The hardest part to me, man, was just getting over the ego. You know what I mean? Hanging around them stars, man, thinking you already made it. That's different, bro. Like that's hard to do. You know what I mean? At 16, 17, 18, 19 years old, you hanging with all the stars, you getting all the women, you drinking, you partying, like that shit. That's why I love Jim Jones the way I love Jim Jones, honestly, bro, because he was one of the only ones that ever seen me get ready to walk into a club and he stopped me and told me that shit gonna be here when you make it. You're not going in there tonight. So I have so much respect for him for that moment.
This segment was brought to you by Beeline Clothing. Go on beelineclothing.org. Order your clothing, your hoodies, get all the stuff you need from me. I got you. You know what I'm saying? Beelineclothing.org. Use the code word to pull up and get a discount. Hey, listen, I got all the drip you need, man. Just call me, hit me, beelineclothing.org. Get all your drip. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Beelineclothing.org. Let's go. All right, back with Lenny Cooke. So you got the book out, Lesson for Life. Tell us about
Yes,
it.
sir. The championship season, man. It's my pride and joy right now, man. I always wanted to write a book, but I thought starting out with a children's book, being though that my story is to reach the youth, um, it was right for me to start out with Lessons for Life, the championship season, which I'm doing three parts. You know what I'm saying? This is the championship season. I'm doing the next one will be Lessons for Life, Making the Grade, which is about education. And then the third one I ain't come up with yet. You know what I'm saying? But like this right here, man, it's been useful. It's been the people been loving it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no large book, but the content, you know what I'm saying? Each chapter have a different meaning. You get what I'm saying? The early exit, The Honest Talk, Waking Up Early. Chapter 4 is Team Before Me. Chapter 5 is School Counts 2. Chapter 6 is Handling Pressure. Chapter 7 is Lift Each Other Up. 8 is Leading by Example. Chapter 9 is Back to the Playoffs. Chapter 10 is The Real Win. Chapter 11 is One on One Moments. Chapter 12 is what I'm trying to do now, which is pass it on.
And what inspired you to write a children's book?
My children, man, because like I said, I haven't always been the best father. Um, but deep down in my heart, I know I'm a great father. I haven't been there for all of them. From birth on up, you get what I'm saying? But I just want them to know that, like, through my trials and tribulations, don't let this game of basketball define who I am as a father. You know what I'm saying? Don't let my mistakes define me, who I am as your father. You get what I'm saying? And I just want them to know that whatever it is they want to do, they can do. I've read AI book that fast since we went to the first book signing, but I also know at the end, on the back of his book, um, his biggest thing is that his mom told him, you want to play football, you want to play basketball. If that's what you want to do, you can do it. And I want my children to also know that no matter whether it's sports or a job, whatever career you choose, you can do it if you want to.
And yeah, what do you think that people are going to take away from your book when they read it? What do you think they're going to take away from it?
I just hope that they take it and, like I said, use it as an example for what not to do, as Lenny Cooke.
All right, so I got some quick fire questions
Let's
for
do
you
it.
now. All right, top five players from New York City. Top five.
Lenny
Who you
Cooke.
got?
Um, and hold, let me answer it. Let me ask you this. My era, my era. Lenny Cooke, Gary Irvin, Sebastian Telfair, uh, hmm, hmm. There's so many, but my favorites, me, Gary Irvin, Sebastian Telfair. I forgot my girl name. I gotta go with her. I gotta go with her. She scored. She scored like 121 points in the game. Um, so I forgot her name. I forgot sis' name, but that's sis. She know who I'm talking about if she see this. I gotta put her in there. She dropped 120 something. You know what I'm saying? I gotta put her in there. And then, I mean, five, five. I can go anywhere, bro. It's so many, man. I can go with my A Butters. I can go with my Kareem Reeds. I can go with my Julius Hodge. I can go with my Kenny Satterfields. I can go with my Ron Artest. I can go with my Sham Gods. I can go with, like, it's so many. So if I missed you, just know that you in my you in my book, man. So for me, it ain't really a top five because we produce greats.
All right, if you can go one on one with any player, who would it be? Let's go.
I need my one on one with Bron. That ain't no question. That ain't no question. You know what I'm saying? If I could do it, if I was in tip top shape like he is, and my body was fit and all of that, that's no question. I need that. I want that smoke. Nah,
Favorite basketball movie ever? What you got?
the Lenny Cook story,
One song that defined Lenny Cook. What would it be?
Brooklyn's finest.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lenny Cook.
I want to thank everybody, though, man. I want to thank you first for having me on this platform, man. I want to thank Chuck for always supporting me, always making sure I'm active. I want to thank all my friends and family from Atlantic City, all my friends and family from Emporia, Virginia. I want to thank New York City for bringing Lenny Cooke back. Mom, dad,